Hello once again, fellow Star Trek fans. Merry Christmas to you. I hope your holiday season is going well. I don't know about where you live, but I live in New England and we're at the moment getting slammed with a snowstorm. So what better way to spend the time? Well, I'm not going to shovel and clear the snow until it's done. So it's still got a few hours. So let's make a Star Trek related video for you guys. Alright, so I got something really special to show you today. Our subject is from the original Star Trek series, my favorite, and it actually has a different ship than this one. It has the ship from the, we had the original ship that was in the pilot, which was the Cage, and then they did a little bit of upgrades to the ship for Where No Man Has Gone Before, and that was the official pilot version of the show. And this one that you're looking at, this is more of later, through the midway through the first season, where she kind of got her distinguishing characteristics where she'd stay. But what I want to show you is related to the original Star Trek, and it's an autographed item. The autograph is from Sean Kenney. Those of you who know the show would recognize him as Commander Pike. Now, I don't know why Jeffrey Hunter didn't play the role, because if you remember, or Star Trek fans remember, in the original pilot was called The Cage, and Jeffrey Hunter played Christopher Pike, commander of the Enterprise. He was the captain. Now, this episode, titled The Menagerie, takes the original pilot of The Cage and kind of adds storylines to it and breaks it up into a two-part series. So you have The Menagerie Part 1 and The Menagerie Part 2. It shows 13 years later, Captain Christopher Pike was in an accident. While inspecting a cadet ship, he was exposed to, I believe it was gamma rays, they had said, and he was disfigured and scarred while saving other cadets. So he ends up in a wheelchair, and he's not really able to do anything. The middle light blinks twice for no and once for yes. I don't know why Jeffrey Hunter didn't play the part, but the part was played by Sean Kenney. And he is the Christopher Pike in the wheelchair. This does come with a certificate of authenticity, and I'll put the picture of it up so it'll look better. You can see, signed Sean Kenney Ornament. And this is the Collector's Shangri-La. CollectorsShangri-La.com. Purchase date 7/14/2020. So I got this a while ago, and I just could not wait to show you guys this. Up until now, I've been doing some more of the Christmas ornament videos for you guys, because as I get them along through the year, I put them aside and I do them in December for you. And this one, I saved this one for the last that I have, and because it's special and I wanted it to be special. This is the Hallmark Keepsake Magic Light and Sound Christmas ornament. It depicts Mr. Spock, Captain Kirk, and Captain Christopher Pike. This is from the Menagerie. The episode opens with the United Federation of Planets starship USS Enterprise heads to the starbase, claiming that they were diverted there because of a signal. Supposedly, the signal was sent from the starbase and received by Mr. Spock. Later revealed that there was no such record of either transmission being sent nor received. So Mr. Spock is eventually placed under suspicion. Mr. Spock rigs the Enterprise, he falsifies orders, and he takes Captain Christopher Pike aboard the Enterprise. He programs the ship, and he does it where no alteration of the course can be had. And the destination is Talos 4. Now, Spock served with Commander Pike for 11 years prior to Captain Kirk. He had a sense of loyalty because in the pilot, Captain Pike goes to Talos 4 and encounters the Talosians. Well, everything was based on illusion, and I had done a review and an explanation of that series when I had done a Diamond Select, The Cage, USS Enterprise. You want to check that out, I'll put the link in the description. And Spock ultimately takes the Enterprise, leaving Captain Kirk at the starbase, and they have a course for Talos 4. Captain Kirk understandably is upset by his ship leaving orbit and warping out, so he gets a shuttlecraft along with the Commodore and chases the Enterprise. He gets to the point where return becomes impossible. Mr. Spock realizes that, so he stops the Enterprise and he gets the Commodore and Captain Kirk. They proceed to put a court-martial on Mr. Spock. They then get, during the court-martial, they get signals from Talos 4. And the Talosians show them the story, which is in fact the Cage episode. The storyline being what he went through when he was captive, along with Venus. Vina or Venus? Oh, I'm forgetting her actual name right now. I'll put it up. And because of his condition, Spock wanted him to be able to go back to Talos 4, where he could have a normal and happy life for the rest of his days, even if it was illusion. Ultimately, what ends up happening, Captain Kirk realizes that the Commodore was never actually with him. It was just an illusion. So the Talosians offer Captain Pike happiness for the rest of his life on Talos 4, and he accepts. The Enterprise gets a signal from the starbase, from Starfleet Command. Evidently, the Talosians had sent the same signal to the starbase, and in light of the situation and Captain Pike's reputation and standing in Starfleet, the General Order 7 regarding the death penalty to Talos 4 is suspended for that occasion. Mr. Spock beams back Christopher Pike down to the planet, and Captain Kirk is shown him and Venus, or Vina, going back down into the cage underground, but it's not actually a cage anymore because they're not captives. But that is basically the storyline, so I couldn't wait to show you guys. This is the Menagerie from Star Trek Christmas Ornament. You can see Captain Pike. That's actually a really good likeness. When I put the picture up, you can tell, side-by-side comparison, that looks really great. The box is pretty plain. The only thing on the side is the suggested retail value. And on the back, there's information. Logic or loyalty? Spock remains true to both in the Menagerie, a Star Trek Original Series two-parter from 1966, written by series creator Gene Roddenberry. The award-winning episode incorporates pre-Kirk footage from an unaired installment that was originally set to be the pilot episode. Kirk and Spock find themselves at Starbase 11, where they meet Spock's previous captain, Christopher Pike. Now burned and paralyzed from an accident, Pike can no longer walk nor talk. Communicating with flashing lights controlled by his brainwaves, he can only answer yes or no, and Spock is the only one who can help him. His predicament and the mutinous lengths which Spock will go for his former captain and friend lead to one of the series' most well-known adventures. Press the button on the ornament to hear Spock and Captain Kirk speak and see Captain Pike's light flash. This is battery operated. Anita Mara Rogers is the Hallmark artist. So, the bottom shows the barcode and the release date. It was released in 2009. You can go to StarTrek.com for information. And with that all being said, let's put the certificate of authenticity over here and let's take it out of the box, and I'm going to show you guys what it does. I'm excited because I haven't even taken it out yet. Alright, so I took it out of the box, and when it came in was like a plastic tray, and it had some plastic wrap, a small plastic bag that it was in. You can see Sean Kenney's signature, Captain Pike. I got it off eBay in July. Now, hopefully, I can go back and retrieve the pictures of him signing. I'm hoping that it's not too late for the listing to get the pictures off it, because I had neglected to get the pictures of him signing it. But I'm going to try my best to actually see Sean Kenney signing this piece for a charity.
Hi there, Sean Kenney. I played Captain Pike in the original Star Trek, 1966.
One of the things, I realize he put the signature on the front, but one thing that is, well, inconvenient is the button is right there. Now, if you're going to keep pushing it, you risk damaging the signature, so I won't be pushing the button all that much. So you can see Captain Pike. You can see this is a really good likeness. 3D sculpt. You can see the hook in the back. Captain Kirk in his dress uniform. Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock in his dress uniform, because they were, at the time, conducting the court-martial. Sean Kenney as Captain Christopher Pike. Again, this is 13 years after the incident on Talos 4, where Captain Pike would eventually get into an accident later on, doing an inspection for a cadet ship. Show you the back. You'll see the detail is really nice. They're on the floor of the Enterprise. I'm sorry for that noise. The noise is actually the motors I installed in the Bizarre collectors. And those of you that didn't see the video of me concluding this ship model, I had put knobs controlling the speeds so I could control the speeds of the Bizarre collectors. Anyway, that's what that sound is. So let me go ahead and I'm going to demonstrate the sound, and you're going to get to see the light up. So let me push the button carefully.
You know why I've come, Captain. It's only 6 days away at maximum warp, and I have it well planned.
Now that is when Mr. Spock, Captain Kirk is introduced to Christopher Pike on the space station. And after they leave, Mr. Spock requests that he stays and talk to Christopher Pike, and he lets him. And that's when he tells him of the plan to take him to Talos 4. Now, Captain Pike knows his plan, and he's saying no, because he knows that Talos 4 has General Order 7, which is the only death penalty with contact there, the only death penalty in Starfleet. So that was that scene.
You know what you're doing? Have you lost your mind, Captain? Jim, please. Don't stop me. Don't let him stop me.
That's when Mr. Spock refuses to give up command of the Enterprise, and Captain Kirk has him locked up.
Mr. Spock, would you care to take Captain Pike to the transporter room? Thank you, sir. For both of us.
That's at the end of Part 2, when it's conceded that Starfleet will not pursue charges. The order is suspended. Captain Kirk is to do what he sees as fit, and the Talosians have welcomed Christopher Pike to the planet.
You know why I've come, Captain. It's only 6 days away at maximum warp, and I have it well planned. You know what you're doing? Have you lost your mind, Captain? Jim, please. Don't stop me. Don't let him stop me. Mr. Spock, would you care to take Captain Pike to the transporter room? Thank you, sir. For both of us.
So when you push the button, there are 3 different sayings, and 2 of them, 2 of them activate the light, where Christopher Pike is speaking, technically. Again, on the bottom you can see where the batteries go. It takes three 1.5 volt batteries, and the bottom has the speaker and the little knobs for the base to lift off the surface a little bit. I'll show you some different photographs of the detail. Like I said, this is really awesome. I was happy to get this. I love the detail. Usually, when it comes to my interests, the Hallmark Keepsake series, I love the ornaments. I'm a big fan of the ships. I love the ships, and I love their detail. And I'm not really a fan of the figures. I don't really have any of the figures. Whether it comes or if it's a Christmas ornament or any kind of collectible, I don't do the figures. My love is with the ships. But there's an exception. There's a couple of them that I'd really like. There's also one where Dr. McCoy, Mr. Spock, and Captain Kirk are in the transporter room. And it's a Hallmark Magic Series ornament, and it activates and it lights up, and that's a really nice one. I hope to have that someday. Who knows, maybe that'll be a Christmas video for next year. But this one is Captain Christopher Pike, and the role was played by Sean Kenney. And this is an autographed piece. You can see the certificate of authenticity. And I'm going to look to see if there's any more pictures or maybe even a video of Sean Kenney signing this piece so I can show you guys. But let's go ahead and we'll run through it one more time.
You know why I've come, Captain. It's only 6 days away at maximum warp, and I have it well planned. You know what you're doing? Have you lost your mind, Captain? Jim, please. Don't stop me. Don't let him stop me.
Mr. Spock, would you care to take Captain Pike to the transporter room?
Thank you, sir. For both of us.
All right, now you know what it sounds like, and you've seen the signature. Let's go ahead and we'll put it on the Christmas tree. All right, we got the Christmas tree lit up. You can see all the wonderful ornaments. We can feature the original Enterprise, one of the first Hallmark ornament. Well, let me rephrase that. One of the first Star Trek related, ship related Hallmark ornaments. You can see the twinkling from the saucer section. Again, everything you see on a tree I've done videos for. Red alert! Shields up. Klingon bird of prey approaching. The Defiant. Most recent, the Borg. Let's see, let me...
We are the Borg. Enjoy your holidays. Resistance is futile.
Starfleet enemies, the Borg, the Romulans. Alright, let's get to the ornament itself. Got it on the tree. And I wanted it where you can see the autograph. So let's go through the sounds.
You know why I've come, Captain. It's only 6 days away at maximum warp, and I have it well planned. You know what you're doing? Have you lost your mind, Captain? Jim, please. Don't stop me. Don't let him stop me.
Mr. Spock, would you care to take Captain Pike to the transporter room?
Thank you, sir. For both of us.
And that, my friends, is the Hallmark Magic Keepsake series, a scene depicting when Captain Christopher Pike returns to Talos 4 to live out the rest of his life in comfort and in harmony. This is the conclusion of the Menagerie Part 2.
You know I've
This
come,
is
Captain.
autographed by the actor
It's only
portraying
6 days
Christopher
away at
Pike,
maximum work, and I have
Sean
it well
Kenney.
planned. You know what you're doing? Have you lost your mind, Captain? Jim, please. Don't stop me. Don't let him stop me.
Mr. Spock, would you care to take Captain Pike to the transporter room?
Thank you, sir. For both of us.
And that, my friends, at least for now, concludes the little series that I had this year for the Christmas-related Hallmark Keepsake Magic Light Ornaments. I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, whatever your faith or views. May you have a wonderful holiday season, and I will make a video for another little goodie very shortly for your
You
enjoyment.
know why I've come, Captain. It's only 6 days away at maximum work, and I have it well planned.